Hello, it's Sunday, October 19th, and I'm Tony Christopher, financial analyst at UFX Trading Support Center. This is your week in review. Today we will discuss some of the major financial events of the past week and how they impacted the currency and commodity markets. In currency news, the euro has continued to weaken following raising concerns that it might continue to sink further down. Although the euro has been able to relatively stabilize itself from its recent lows, its outlook still remains very negative based on the view that the European Central Bank will more than likely be forced into an all-out bond buying scheme similar to the Fed's quantitative easing program. It looks as if debt-cutting measures won't be able to boost investor confidence in the 18 nations' currency unless they will be able to boost domestic demand and reshape their economies. This decline is directly related to Germany's reducing its economic growth forecasts for both this year and next year. The euro lost minus 0.41%, closing the week at a level of 0.7929 versus the British pound. In other news, the US dollar continues to weaken versus the euro. This has been the second week in a row that the greenback is losing momentum versus the 18 nations' currency. With volatility reaching an 8-month high, investors are still worried about the forecast for global growth, the U.S. monetary policy, and the quote-unquote currently uncontrolled spread of the Ebola virus. Slowing global economic growth is a major issue investors are worried about. It means that current U.S. rates are lower and that the dollar is probably lower too because of it. And if the situation continues, the stock and bond market will be affected as well. The US dollar ended up Friday's session at a level of 1.2761 per euro, declining by 1.1%. This has been the US dollar's biggest weekly decline in the past 6 months. In commodities news, oil prices were able to rebound. Both WTI crude oil and Brent crude oil experienced a positive change in price following the recent tumble in oil prices. Even though reduced demand forecasts from the IEA, International Energy Agency, sank oil prices in the last couple of days, the week closed in a positive stance. Brent oil for December increased by 0.34, that's 0.40%, closing Friday's session at a level of $86.18 per barrel. Overall, Brent oil prices are down 4.5% for the week and 22% for the year. WTI crude oil for December gained $0.05, that's an 0.06%, closing at Friday's session at a level of $82.75. In other news, gold prices continue to drop down following reducing demand for the precious commodity as a safe haven due to gains in equities. Last week, the metal dropped to its lowest level in 2014. Gold prices fell by 0.2% on Friday, closing the session at a level of $1,239 an ounce. Overall, gold prices have slumped by 8.4% during the third quarter of the year. Silver prices dropped by 0.6% to a level of $17.331 an ounce. And that's our summary of the financial headlines from the past week. We hope that you've enjoyed this week's review and that you'll tune in tomorrow morning as we kick off the new trading week with the latest top market news. Until then, be sure to log in to UFX.com for all of your trading needs. Your personal account manager is ready to answer all of your questions. UFX Trading Support Center wishes you a successful trading week.